Good evening. Welcome to the campus of Capital University. And today, Mount Union is in town to take on the Capital Comets here in a women's soccer match. And the Comets trying to stay perfect on the OAC season, unbeaten at 4-0 entering today after a brutal stretch through the non-conference schedule. Capital has straightened things out. And next up is a Purple Raiders team that has kind of had their number in recent memory. There's been a couple of times where they've knocked them out over the past few OAC appearances with Coach Ogden at the helm. So maybe personal for some of the seniors, but more so for Coach Ogden here, trying to get some revenge and stay perfect on the season against a team that has played Capital tough historically here, especially at Bernlohr. The ladies today, though, they're looking for that fifth straight conference win to start it off, and they had a very strong conference season last year as well, obviously. And they've seemed to have found their rotation now as we're starting to get some consistency in the starting lineup. We were playing around with it, obviously, earlier in the season, trying to find that right combination, and it seems as though Coach Ogden has found at least that starting 11 that he likes, and got some scorers off the bench as well that can come in and make some impacts for them. Over the past two games, three players have scored their first goal. Cassidy Ryan, Francesca Longano, and Faith Durbin all scored their first goals as Comets over their past two games. Grace Estes has been on fire as well. She's now tied with Avery Hart for 3 goals. She had a goal in the last game against Marietta. And a successful road trip, a 2-1 win over John Carroll, in which they conceded a penalty kick in the 3rd minute, rallied back with 2 goals in the first half to win that one 2-1, and then a 2-0 win over Marietta last time out. They outshot the Pios 26-4 in that match on Wednesday, which brings us to tonight and our starting lineups, which will be brought to you here from the PA booth, and we will recap those in just a moment here at Permore Field at Bernlohr Stadium. We'll be right back up here in the booth.
Featuring the visitors from the University of Mount Union and your Capital University Comets. Fans, at this time, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors. Number 3, Brianna Rapp. Number 4, Sarah Thomas. Number 6, Logan Godfrey. Number 8, Molly Eubanks. Number 12, Tegan Johnston. Number 16, Cassidy Miller. Number 19, Kayla Crow. Number 22, Andrea Decker. Number 23, Mary Double. Number 24, Lauren Francisconi. And in goal for Mount Union, number 00, Riley Oldfield. The Purple Raiders are led by Kelly Clark. And now, fans, the starting lineup for Capital University Comets. At defense, a senior from Westerville, number 3, Cassidy Ryan. At defender, a freshman from Columbus, number 4, Abby English. At forward, a senior from Dublin, number 10, Olivia Rotolo. At forward, a sophomore from Canal Winchester, number 11, Lexi Snyder. At forward, a junior from Pickerington, number 15, Avery Hart. At defense, a junior from Wadsworth, number 22, Mia Gambasini. At forward, a senior from Milford, number 23, Holly Barlage. At midfield, a senior from Hilliard, number 24, Gabby Vigiano. At midfield, a sophomore from Westerville, number 25, Sophia Leonetti. At forward, a freshman from West Liberty, number 29, Grace Estes. And in goal for the Comets, a junior from Dublin, number 1, Lauren White. Capital is led by Matt Ogden, assisted by Jenna Poppenstein, Giovanni Salinas, and Morgan Eakin. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask all who are able to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
And welcome back up here to the booth. Permort Field at Bernlohr Stadium, the site for an exciting match here between Mount Union and Capital. Capital again trying to remain unbeaten and keep pace in the OAC standings as they are currently looking up at that team over in Westerville who's 5-0. Ohio Northern also 5-0. And Cap again trying to join that group and rattle off a 6th straight win to get to 500 on the season after an 1-6-1 non-conference schedule. Mount Union, well, they're right there as well. 7-4-1 overall, 3-1 in OAC play, currently in 4th place, and their only loss is to Otterbein so far. So this is a good group. They beat John Carroll 3-0, Wilmington 2-0, and Muskingum 3-0 in their last 3 games. And they've got quite a goal scorer on the other side, and Andrea Decker. She has scored 9 goals in 12 games. Madison Pepper as well with 6 goals. Number 7, she's not in the starting lineup. She has played in all 12 games, 3 of which have been off the bench. So we'll see if they continue that trend and bring Pepper off the bench. And they also have multiple goal scorers in Mary Double and Kayla Turley. But the real problem to watch out for is definitely Andrea Decker with her 9 goals. On the other side for Capital, Grace Estes has been on fire as of late, and they'll hope that she can continue her point-leading effort now with 3 goals and 3 assists. Avery Hart right there with her at 3 goals as well. And Capital's starting to find some different goal scorers to contribute in over their last few games, and the offense has woken up quite a bit. So we'll see if they can continue this strong play here at home against Mount Union now. We've seen a lot of wins here between the men's and women's team at Bernlohr, and hopefully that winning continues to happen down in front of us. Lexi Snyder brings it up the right side of the field for Capital on their first possession here as we had the opening kick. Capital in the home white uniforms moving from left to right, and on the other side, the Purple Raiders are wearing black today. Snyder takes the shot and lines it right off of the field goal crossbar over the net. And 30 seconds in, Lexi Snyder gets off the first shot of the game. We are here in Bexley, Ohio, just east of Columbus, and it is a chilly day here. Finally starting to feel some of that fall weather. Otherwise clear. Don't have any rain or anything like that in the forecast, and it's not windy really at all either. It's just kind of one of those colder games, so you might see some of the team down on the sideline wearing jackets when they're not in the game. I don't see any sleeves or anything, though, so I think we're in the low 50s, but could drop as the sun sets here. A free kick for Mount Union from their own end of the field. It's sent upfield, and Vigiano steps in front of that one. Mount Union trying to control. Sarah Thomas has it. Thomas can't get it past Vigiano again, and Mount Union has to play it all the way back. The alignment for the 11 for Cap today, again, it's Lauren White in net. Ryan, English, Rotolo, Snyder, Hart, Gambasini, Barlage, Vigiano, Leonetti, and Estes, the starters today. Snyder's playing right striker. Up the middle is Avery Hart, and on the left side of the attack is Estes, the freshman. And in the midfield, you have Vigiano and Leonetti, as well as Rotolo, kind of playing as an attacking midfielder. And Cassidy Ryan at the top of the defense. Abby English in the middle with Barlage, and on the outside down on this side is Mia Gambasini, who has possession here. Kicks it towards Snyder, and it's taken away by Mount Union. Leonetti does a nice job of stepping in front, and now Avery Hart starts the run with Snyder. And another good defensive play again. That's Logan Godfrey for the Mount Union side. We'll get to the goaltending matchup in a minute here as play continues on the near side of the field. Throwing coming for Capital. In net, we mentioned, is Lauren White for the Comets. White this season has played every minute in net. That's 1,110 minutes and 35 seconds and counting. She has a .89 goals against average, which ranks 3rd in the conference. 53 saves accumulated along the way with an 82.8 save percentage. She has been phenomenal for this squad. There's not even a backup goalkeeper listed on the roster, so she's all they got. And fortunately for Coach Ogden, she's a good one. On the other side for Mount Union, Riley Oldfield is their goalie. She's a freshman out of Liberty Township. Went to Lakota East High School in the Cincinnati area. And she's basically all Mount Union has, as they've had just 15 minutes played that were not her in net. She's played 1,084 minutes and 57 seconds, 16 goals allowed for 1.33 goals against average, 56 saves, and a 78% save percentage for her this season. So these two are battling back and forth here, and Oldfield, a freshman, seems to be a pretty good one. Those are good numbers for a freshman especially, but no match for Capital early on. An easy goal, and the Comets are out in front 4 minutes into this one. Capital's offense stays hot early on in the contest, and they put a big one on the board here to send a message over to the Purple Raiders. 1-0 Comets. Mount Union now already reeling and almost kicked the ball away there. Capital keeping play going on the high end of the field. And as I mentioned in the pregame, the Purple Raiders have played Capital well over the past few years. But Avery Hart and the Capital attack continuing the pressure here. Hart with her 4th goal of the season on that shot past Oldfield. Just as we were talking about Oldfield being an impressive freshman for the Purple Raiders. Be a free kick for the Purple Raiders now. And a kind of a wobbly kick to midfield. Taken over by Snyder now on a feed from Avery Hart, excuse me, as Lexi Snyder then went back for the cross and kicks it off of the defender Logan Godfrey. So it'll be a corner kick now, and it'll be executed by Gambasini here on the near sideline. Gambasini with the entire team lined up way to the left of the box. They all crash in. Gambasini kicks it, and it finds the head of Thomas. Unfortunately, she plays on the other side and clears it away. Ryan will play it back now. Ryan gets it back from Barlage. Up the field on the far end of the field. 3 passes. Rotolo's last pass got knocked down, and coming from behind is Ryan to break it up, and she gets dumped again, and a foul is called. So good job by Ryan to get some contact there and keep possession and pressure in the zone. Ryan's a little bit slow to get up, but I think she's fine. The senior out of Westerville. Barlage will take the kick here. Raises the right arm, sends it in. It's a good ball. Got headed away, sent back in by Rotolo, and then cleared again by Thomas. Holly runs this one down, plays it back to White. White with the man on will slowly pass it over to Barlage. Vigiano now with it. She goes out wide. Gambasini looks inside, passes that direction. Rotolo checks her back and plays it back. English now swinging it to the near side with Gambasini once more. Snyder out wide. She might have been offside, so she gave up her run on that. And the other way go the Purple Raiders. Mary Double, one of their multiple goal scorers this season, 1 of 4 on the other side. Unable to get past Gambasini. Played up the far end of the field, now back to the back line once again. Early on in this one, we are in the 8th minute, approaching the 9th, and it's still 1-0 on the shot from Avery Hart to score her team-leading 4th goal of the season. Viggiano wins possession here for Capital. Snyder and Gambasini trying their best to win possession here for Capital, unable to. And now Mount Union had a run. That was kicked forward by Andrea Decker. Decker is the story of this one on the other side again. 9 goals this season. She's a Hilliard product, so somewhat of a homecoming for her. She's number 22 right at the top middle of their attack. So keep an eye out for her. That was her first touch that I recall here in the first 10 minutes. Hart tried to spin around that play. Rotolo knocks it down nicely. Now Viggiano will play it to the near side. Viggiano and Gambasini have both been involved quite often here in the early going. Gambasini throws it in. Hart's trying to get there. And once again, it's cleared out. Turl had it and lost it. Leonetti trying to work the footwork here. She's fouled. Early on, stats going Capital's way. 2 shots to none. Obviously the goal. They have a corner and less fouls. Pretty much everything is going the way of Capital in the early going. English sends it deep over everyone. Hart was there, and so was the goalkeeper Oldfield. She wins this match and gets to the ball first. I don't know how Avery Hart was able to get free there. I don't know if there would have been an offside if she had got the play off, but either way, if not, she timed that perfectly. And she's definitely flying on all cylinders today for Capital, and that's a problem if you're on the Purple Raiders side of things. Decker gets another touch on this, plays it forward here. Mary Double trying to run that down. She won't. Gambasini is there once again. The junior out of Wadsworth, Ohio. And Gambasini now has it on the near sideline. English swings it. Oh, it's Barlage's turn. Her pass got picked off, and Double now sends it on towards White. She'll make an easy scoop on that. Not sure if she'll get a save. It looked like it would have been wide. White plays it down to English, and now English rolls it into this side of the field once again. Viggiano, Gambasini, and Snyder. That triangle has been active in the first 11 minutes of this one. Throw in for the Purple Raiders. It goes to Thomas off her shoulder, and now Snyder controls it. Gambasini spinning backwards and plays it back to the back line. Viggiano missed the touch on it. Hart drops it for Viggiano, trying to feed Snyder, unable to get it through. Gambasini's there again. And now, once again, it's Viggiano. The captain sends it forward. Almost found the back heel of Hart. She follows up her own pass. Give and go with Snyder. Snyder to the front of the box. Left foot got blocked. Hart's there to clean it up, sends it wide. An early substitution. You don't see this very often. 7 minutes in. 12 minutes in. And number 7, Madison Pepper, comes into the game. We mentioned Pepper is a key substitute for this Purple Raider side of things. She has started 9 games for them this season, and she has 6 goals in 12 games. Hart has it once again on the header from Rotolo, who's going to retrieve her captain's sleeve of her sock. I'm sorry, that was actually from Snyder. There is one of those purple or pink sleeves that go on the socks of the captain here. Viggiano has it on her right leg. Not sure how much you can see it, but one of them's down on the turf. Viggiano, Rotolo, Barlage. Kaylee Stanishevska, all captains of this Capital team. 32-12 to play, and Vigiano sends one towards the net, headered wide by Capital. I think that was Rotolo on that touch. It was. Another sub coming on for Mount Union. This one is Carolyn out of Poland. This is Carolyn Bocheri. Went to Poland Seminary High School. Kicked out of bounds. That's in Poland, Ohio, just to be clear there. Not the international country of Poland. Throwing it on the near side. Nice contest there from Gambasini, and Vigiano's there again. Mount Union will be subbing again as making the way to the sideline area. Actually, it looks like getting some water is someone who just came off the field. So that's Turl who came out for Bocheri. Thought we were going to see a third sub early on. Capital hasn't used any, and they haven't even sent any down to stretch out and warm up as you would normally see. Ball that gets swung into the box, and nothing threatening at all, and Ryan is able to run it down on the far end, up in the corner up there, and now Rotolo controls with the bottom of her right foot. Sent back to Leonetti, stolen away. This is Decker, left foot, and her shot goes wide. Vigiano and Barlage were there to help out. And Andrea Decker had her first opportunity. Not a very high quality one, but one nonetheless. And fortunately, Capital able to prevent a good shot from getting off there. This will be a goal kick. So Mount Union finally showing some life offensively here 16 minutes in. And those early goals really hurt, especially when you're the road team. Capital had to experience that firsthand last Saturday. They gave up a penalty shot in the 4th minute against John Carroll, had to battle back from a 1-0 deficit. But they answered quickly by getting 2 first-half goals, winning that game 2-1. And it took them a little bit while to get going, but obviously they were able to control the game after the early step up, and now Mount Union trying to kind of replicate that here. It's a very tough thing to do. This Capital team once again is looking for their 6th straight game with a victory, and you can tell the confidence is there. Coach Ogden has some continuity now with that lineup, and everybody kind of knows their role at this point, and everybody's playing that role well here for this Capital side. So they obviously get the goal from Hart early on. Nice tackle from Vigiano. They're going to call a foul on it. And you can tell this Capital, especially the attack for Capital, playing with a ton of confidence as compared to earlier in the season. For what it's worth, in terms of the season overall, Capital has scored just 10 goals in those 12 games. A lot of early season shutouts. On the wrong side of the shutout, they didn't score. If you look at their first 7 games, that 0-6-1 start, they scored just 1 goal. Since then, they scored 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, and then 1 tonight. So when they're able to score, obviously they're playing a lot better, but just some tough losses early on. Snyder and Hart kind of ran into each other there. And that stops the Capital attack. English looking for help from Ryan. She got it. Rotolo spins to the left, plays it back. Vigiano trying to help out. and she is going to commit a foul. Hart scored the first 3 goals of the season for Capital. Then Snyder, Estes for 2, Ryan for 1, Lungano, Estes is 3rd, Durbin, and then Hart again. And again, all but 2 of these goals have come in OAC play. A brutal non-conference schedule for Cap, and they're looking to win this conference to clinch the NCAA berth that way. And again, it's a tough conference here. At the end of the season is really where this is going to get sorted out, with late season matchups against Ohio Northern and Otterbein. Vigiano with a nice steal. Hart drives towards Snyder, fakes the pass. It's cleared away. Gambasini follows. Nice spin move to the inside, kind of rolling it off of her right heel and then spinning with the ball to the left. Mount Union takes it away. Vigiano block. And now Hart goes out wide, taken away once more by Mount Union. Header down by English. Almost a chicken wing handball there. And after it pinballs around, Snyder and Gambasini will control for Capital. 25:55 to play. Snyder to Hart. And cleared away now over Vigiano. English tries the high end of the field. Estes is up there with Ryan. Ryan still has it. Ryan moves inside. Ryan winded up for a shot. It got to Hart, who takes the shot. Save made. So Oldfield has won the last 2 matchups with Avery Hart, who's in the top 5 in terms of shot attempts in OAC play. Or against her OAC peers, I should say. She has over 60 shots on the season now. And again, has 4 goals after scoring the first one here in this one. If you're late to join us in the OAC scoreboard side of things, the women's soccer scoreboard is looking like a lot of W's for the teams you'd expect at this point. It seems like we have a win from Otterbein and Ohio Northern every day, and today was no different. A big statement made by Otterbein all over Heidelberg. 7-0 was the final of that one. 2 goals scored for Delaney Earl. Yeah, she continues to dominate. 6 shots for her, 2 goals, 2 assists. She's leading the OAC with 13 goals now. Baldwin Wallace beat Muskingum 3-1, and Ohio Northern over John Carroll 1-0. A late goal scored by Tara Morris in the 58th minute was enough for the victory. White will restart play now for the Capital side. That's a huge punt upfield, and Hart controls. Rotolo trying to get down to Estes, and cleared away by Brianna Rapp. Good header from English. The back line has been really solid. That was actually Barledge, but Barledge and English anchoring the middle have both done a very nice job. Ryan and Gambasini have been keeping the pressure on from the outer wings. In the midfield, particularly Vigiano has been strong as well early on. All in all, a good performance to this point, with Cap ahead 1-0 and controlling play for the most part. Snyder will let this go out of bounds so she can throw it in now. And actually will leave it for Gambasini to do the throw in. Snyder gets the steal, takes the shot, had it had some curl on it away from the net. So while it started off true towards the far post, it ended up curling to the left and out of play for a goal kick. We are more than midway through the first half. 1-0 Capital still is our score. And they're winning on the shots battle now by a count of 7-2. Continuing a trend of outshooting their opponents here against the OAC. Decker trying to get loose again for the Purple Raiders. And once again, Capital makes the safe play. That's Holly Barlish again, just clearing it away upfield. Wanting nothing to do with that. And a smart play to calm things down on the attack for the other side. Once again, Capital on the counter, able to get strong possession here. Snyder plays it forward. Rotolo back to Snyder. Oh, that almost snuck in. Excellent shot, excellent pass from Rotolo, and Snyder kind of switched up with Hart there, went down the middle of the attack as opposed to the right, and her left foot with the kick just misses, tucking it in. 8-2 now in terms of shots. Headered away by Leonetti on the restart of play. Avery Hart will get the throw in for Cap. It'll be Gambasini to execute it. Rotolo kicked away from her, another throw in coming. Good pressure once again by the Comet attack here. 20 minutes even left to play in the first half. Thrown into Hart. On the bounce, Hart fakes to her right, goes to her left. Now comes back left, got tripped, and it's another throw in for Capital. Throw into Hart. Hart able to make an inside move, left-footed shot, and almost snuck it past Oldfield, who dives to the near post and got a piece of it with either her elbow or her chest and was able to knock it away from the net. Now a corner kick coming from Gambasini. Raises the left hand, takes the cross, and it found Hart. Ryan trying to follow it up now, up the far sideline. Throw-in coming for Capital. Shuttler will be coming on for the Comets. That is the whistle. Shuttler will replace, I believe that's Leonetti in the midfield. That is Leonetti, so Shuttler will come in as a defensive midfielder, the senior out of Westerville. Has been a part of this rotation for a while. Ryan jumps into a shot meanwhile, and Oldfield will scoop it off of the turf. Shuttler with the header. Gambasini not going to get there in time. Mount Union trying to get some offense going. They go to Madison Pepper. Pepper and up front Decker. Those two have combined for 18 goals this season. But they have been kept relatively quiet in this one, not even producing shots at this point. Snyder stays on side, gets the pass on the near sideline. Snyder now beats a defender. Cross. Estes is there. Hart trying to help out. It goes loose into the corner. Hart's going to get there first and plays it back to the midfield. That's actually Ryan from the outer back. Ryan sends it towards net. Shot is wide. And another sub coming on for Capital. This is Aaliyah Berletic, the junior forward, and Berletic will replace Estes on the outside. I think I said 18 goals combined. It's 9 and 6 for Decker and Pepper respectively, so 15 combined in 12 games. The rest of the team for Mount Union has only scored 6. You take from that what you will, because I mean, there's only so many goals to go around, and if your two top have 15, compare that to Capital, for instance, their two top goal scorers have 7. We just went through their struggles scoring goals this season, however. But a very capable offense here that Cap is up against, and the defense is making them look bad, frankly. Free kick awarded to the Purple Raiders. White will scoop this one up for Capital. Lauren White gives it a few bounces and now punts it away. Strong leg upfield. Controlled with the right foot of Brianna Rapp. Ryan to Berletic, who just checked in. Berletic unable to get to that before it goes out of bounds. Capital once again not allowing Mount Union to get past midfield, really. Shuttler puts it outside. Gambasini on the run. She'll be able to throw it in now. They're going to call that one a goal kick. 14-18 to play. Capital rolling with pretty much their starters at this point. We've seen Shuttler come on and Berletic come on, but still most of the starting 11 out there. And we mentioned Coach Ogden really likes this group he's got. I'm sure we'll see Stanishevska at some point. And actually I see her making her way to the substitution area right now. Haley Moore and Gabby Huster also getting ready to come on next. Actually, that's Lingano, not Huster, my mistake. Lingano scored the game winner against John Carroll. Hart trying to win this one again. And they're going to call that a goal kick as well. A fourth substitute has moved over for Cap. And I believe that's Faith Durbin. So Barledge comes off, Snyder comes off, Vigiano and Ryan. On the outside now it's Lungano on the outside right. Outside left. Gambasini staying on the outside right. In the middle it's Moore and English. In the midfield, Durbin, Shuttler, and Rotolo. And up top now, Stanishevska. On the right wing, left wing is Berletic. And in the middle is Avery Hart. So that's the reset of the Capital 11. 12:28 to play. Let's see if this unit can find something for Cap. Mount Union has done a better job of keeping the action away from their net, but they're not really able to generate anything themselves still. In the midfield, Berletic unable to advance it. Now Durbin tries it. Finds Stanishevska's right foot. Cleared out of bounds by Thomas. 11:40 to play. Gambasini goes deep for Hart. Berletic controls. Stanishevska. Drop. Durbin. And they'll go out wide now. Rotolo to Gambasini. Gambasini lining up for a cross. Low cross into the box, and Oldfield dives on top of it. Great idea. Generating some movement and action in front of the net. But nothing to come from it. Stanishevska drops it back now to Gambasini. And Gambasini loses it. Mount Union trying to sustain an attack here. Rolled up field now to the left foot of Hart. Hart to Berletic. Back to Hart again. Berletic again. Berletic looking to the right this time. Nothing's there. Durbin stops it. Gives it to Rotolo. Rotolo fakes the pass out wide. Goes up the hash mark now. And her clear was knocked down. Gambasini follows. Gambasini now on the pass from Stanishevska. Chips it in. Line drive clear got blocked. Oldfield wins the foot race. Under 10 minutes to play. Mount Union just trying to hang in there. If they can cut this or keep this cut at 1, I think that's a win for how strong Capitals played this first half. And they're just trying to keep it close so they can regroup here at halftime. Capital, meanwhile, trying to keep an onslaught going and find a second goal to give them some cushion into the locker room. They've just been so solid in the midfield and defensively that the offense has been able to keep the attack on. Substitution for Mount Union. Sammy Godfrey checks in. And Nicole Ogden will check in as well. Ogden replacing Avery Hart. English headers to Gambasini. Once again, nothing doing on the other side for the Purple Raiders as they cough up possession once again. Out wide, Gambasini. Stanishevska. And off of Pepper. Pepper kicks it off of English, and a throw-in coming on the other side. Logan Godfrey now. No relation to the Sammy Godfrey who had just checked in. Taken away by Cap now. Shuttler to Berletic. Ogden calling for it out in front. The pass goes to Stanishevska. She gets it towards Ogden. Ogden controls right foot. Comes back to the midfield. Gives it out wide. Lungano all the way back. English has it now. English. Too much on that past Gambasini, and a slide from Mia to try to keep it in, unable to. Pepper trying to get a quick counter, and Cap shuts that door. 7.5 minutes until the break. Shuttler spins, twirls, and kicks it back towards English. Gambasini Gets it to Rotolo, boxing out, and Rapp able to win the battle. Rapp gets it towards Decker. Decker loses it immediately. Decker now with a takedown and a foul called as Haley Moore hits the deck. Free kick for Capital. English off of Rotolo, I believe. That's Ogden who runs it down. A shot towards the net goes wide. Six and a half minutes now. That was Stanishevska who took that last shot. A late add, Cassidy Ryan, was credited with an assist on the goal for Avery Hart. So a little statistical note to pass along. For Cassidy Ryan, that is her first assist now. A shot here chipped wide, and I think that hit a body. That's why it went wide. Rotolo with the shot that got blocked, and Gambasini will have another corner for Capital. This is now their third corner. They're out shooting Mount Union 12-2. 3 of those 12 have been on goal, and this is their third corner now. Mount Union hasn't had any. No shots on goal, or I'm sorry, one shot on goal as well on the other side. Good ball from Gambasini to the far post, but it goes through harmlessly. Cap keeping the pressure on. Gambasini out wide. Nice moves to get it back now to Gambasini. She hops inside, tries to get it to Rotolo. That ball got through. Rotolo's shot. An easy save made by Oldfield. She was somewhat screened, so they kind of chuck one at the net, see what happens. Nothing doing, unfortunately. Big bomb upfield. Pepper has Decker to her right, and she kicks it right at Moore instead. Moore in the passing lane. That was it wasn't much of a chance, but it's really kind of the best chance that Mount Union's had. Stanishevska now out ahead to Ogden. She had a touch to slow it down, but not quite enough. Oldfield leaves the net and goes and gets it. Rotolo controls as we resume with 3.5 to play now. Gambasini's making a run. They see her. They get it out wide. Gambasini, left-footed pass into the box. And played back behind. No drop was there. It's going to come all the way back out to the 40. A nice play by Rotolo to keep the pressure on. Shuttler will slow things down and keep possession. Shuttler. Rotolo. Here's Durbin now. Durbin with the big shot, and it bounces into the lap. Oldfield with the save and plays it out wide now. 2:45 left to go. Trying to feed Decker or Pepper to get anything going. And it's just not coming for Mount Union. Oh, there's a scary moment as White has to leave the net, gets some help from English. Two minutes left to play, first half.
2 minutes remain, first half. 2 minutes.
Mount Union showing some signs of life again. And it doesn't take much. If Pepper or Decker can get free and just a little bit of a slip up on the other side for Cap, and we could be looking at a tie game. So they need to keep focus here, especially with only a few minutes left in the half. Mount Union going to be pushing probably as much as they can for a counter here. Capital just trying to work possession here and find their best shot in the last 80 seconds. Rotolo drops it back down. English, Gambasini. Gambasini looks upfield, takes some contact from Thomas and keeps going. That ball squirted a few yards forward off of the foot of a defender. Now Pepper trying to get around English, and she can't. 1 minute remaining. Mount Union possession. Throw in coming, and it's Logan Godfrey to execute it. Gambasini kicks it away. And it's sent back out wide by Rotolo. Lungano, Durbin. Trying to feed one through the seams here. Right through the teeth of the defense. It comes back out to Moore, who goes out wide this time. Stanishevska trying to get out there. That ball sent out into the alley. Still in play, and then the header goes wide. Still hasn't been thrown back in here. Capital taking their time. And Lungano throws it into Durbin now. 10 seconds left. And Cap will just clear it down to the near sideline. That's going to be it for the first half. A bomb downfield. And stopped by Mount Union for the final ticks. 1-0. Capital outshoots Mount Union 14-2 in the first half. And an early goal from Avery Hart, the difference. 1-0 Capital out in front here at halftime. We'll be back in 15 for half number 2 here from the campus of Capital University at Primor Field at Bernlohr Stadium.
Please wear a mask.
And welcome back to Bernlore. Capital out in front, 1-0 on the goal from Avery Hart. A dominant first half from Capital. Cassidy Ryan with the setup on the goal for Avery Hart. And overall, Capital leading in shots 14-2. Haven't needed much in net from Lauren White, but she has made one save. On the other side, Riley Oldfield has 4 for the Purple Raiders. And Mount Union is sticking with Pepper, who came off the bench. She is starting the second half with Decker. They're down by just 1, so as poor as that first half went for Mount Union, they did limit the damage to just 1 goal, and as a result, if they can just find 1, it's tied. So as bad as it went, you have to look at that side of things. If you're on the other side for Mount Union, for Capital, you dominated the first half, go dominate another one. Durbin is starting the second half for Capital. It's Durbin, Rotolo, and Leonetti in the midfield. Hart, Estes on the striker, and Snyder at the top of your screen. Just trying to make out who that was. And then it looks like Gambasini, Ryan, English, and Barlage in the back. So pretty much the same starting 11. The only difference is in the midfield with make that Vigiano in there in the midfield. Leonetti is not in. I'm sorry. I got it right the first time. Leonetti is in, and Vigiano is in. The person who's not in is Olivia Rotolo. So the senior will start on the bench here with Durbin playing in the attacking midfield role. Vigiano and Leonetti, the defending midfielders. Here's a steal for Estes. The freshman moves up the left hash. Estes continuing to possess. Estes hops, keeps possession, goes into the box, and taken away finally by the Purple Raiders. Vigiano following it up, and she swings it out wide. Sent in, and no one's home. Ryan looking for a redirect towards the net there, but no one was home, and it goes through the end zone. And the Comets will concede possession on the goal kick. Riley Oldfield, the freshman out of Liberty Township, Ohio, in the Cincinnati area, will resume play. Short of the miss on the Oldfield situation, or short of the miss on the Avery Hart goal, Oldfield has been very good in net, especially for a freshman. Cap with the throw in now, and kind of continuing the story from the first half, as the Purple Raiders not really able to get any kind of depth into the opposing zone. Once again, out of bounds on the near sideline. Cap with the throw in. Cassidy Ryan will throw it in. This is the left side of the Capital attack. A lot of their damage went onto the right side. And I believe that's a corner now coming for Capital. Gambasini will take it, so it is indeed a corner. And she would not be sprinting across the field if not. So we will await her to get in position here. Gambasini still waiting. And this isn't a corner, it's just a foul down in the corner. And she shot it on net. Oldfield makes the save. Sorry, don't have very good vantage point of that corner of the field and it looked like it went out of bounds for a corner, but it's instead a free kick, basically a corner kick. And the result is a line drive cross right into the lap of the keeper, and Oldfield makes the save. Vigiano now taking over for Cap. They have dominated the possession of this game, and another one that just has to be kicked out of bounds by the Purple Raiders defense. And this is kind of the Purple Raiders style. That's why that first goal was so big. It's very much a bend and don't break mentality for this Mount Union team. Look for a counter if you can get Decker loose, if you can get Pepper loose. That's what they're looking for. Otherwise, just kind of sit back, and if they allow a lot of shots, that's fine. Just keep the quality shots down. And ever since the goal from Hart, they've done okay at that, I think. Someone goes through the end zone there on a pass to the right side. It looked like it was Hart and Snyder with Durbin in the picture as well. But it's Hart who dribbles it out of bounds over the end line, and as a result, nothing for Capital that possession. Cleared up to midfield. Here we go again. Headed back in. Estes has room outside. She sees it and goes that way. Estes now kind of stumbles, and a foul is called against Mount Union. So a set piece coming for Capital from a pretty good area of the field inside the 25-yard line. Took some while to get a ball down here in front of Leonetti. She will take the free kick. Sophia Leonetti, the sophomore out of Westerville, Ohio. Olentangy Orange grad. And now Leonetti runs away from it, and English comes over to take the kick. Leonetti goes into the box, so it'll be the freshman English out of Columbus, the hometown player. Lines it right into the Mount Union wall. It's collected by Gambasini now, who kind of helped out and filled the spot for English while she took that kick. They get it out wide to Ryan. Ryan turns and goes to her left, now goes inside. Ryan dribbles, pass, finds Durbin. Durbin not on the same page, and she kicks it behind Snyder. Snyder broke towards the box, and the pass came behind her. Decker comes back to help out defensively and gets the steal. Nothing doing with it for the Purple Raiders. And Capital, 7 minutes in, has completely controlled possession here in this half. And Mount Union very much looking for just that counter to try to run something back off of a Capital mistake. Capital hasn't made any mistakes. They do get deep here, cross in, and it's going to be controlled by Capital. In terms of the position on the field, maybe a little threatening, but nothing from the chance. Now we'll see if the Purple Raiders can keep some possession down on this end of the field. Pass to Eubanks. And it's immediately controlled by Ryan. Ryan faces a double team, spins outside, and gets it to safety. Cleared in off of the mishandle. A shot got blocked. Turl just trying to do something with it. And that's going to be a takedown. Set piece for Mount Union, and here they are in business now with a decent opportunity. This is from inside the 20, so within 30 yards. Be about 35 yards away from the net. And it'll be one of the defenders, I assume. I believe this is Lauren Francescioni here. It is. She's the junior out of Olmsted Falls. And Francescioni raises the hand, sends one in. A lot of leg on it, and it goes through the end zone. Not a bad position for that ball to come down kind of towards that far post, but it had just a little too much on it. And as a result, Lauren White will have a goal kick, a sentence we have not said much of today. Hart sends it down into the corner. Still in play. Cross got blocked. It's still kind of squirted through. Ryan following up. Decker takes it away and gets it to the near sideline. Eubanks now goes back. Almost intercepted by Estes. Instead, cleared up field over the head of the Capital defense, and they kick it out of bounds to reset defensively. Mount Union starting to get a little bit more going offensively here. Still haven't completely capitalized on any opportunity, but at least making some noise now on this end of the field. We've had to say the name of the keeper over there, Lauren White. But just as we say that, possession's way down on the left side of your screen now. Into the box, mishandled a few times, and oh, that was almost a nightmare. That's a corner kick. That was almost an own goal on the other side. So a huge break on the other side. Also a break for Capital as they get a corner kick out of the situation. But they were almost gifted a second goal. Gambasini now. Lines one in. Header. And popped into the air towards Oldfield. She'll catch it out of the air and make the save. Routine. 34 minutes to play. Mount Union survives a difficult situation there, to say the least. And now it's Cap again on the attack with Estes, Hart, and Snyder. This time it's Hart. She has some space, crosses, didn't make it to Snyder. Durbin follows up, takes the shot. It goes high and rockets off of the field goal upright and into the back of the net. Behind the net. And still 1-0 as a result. Kick-ups to the far end of the field as Cap once again trying to keep it going. Far end of the field, waiting for a throw-in for Capital. 32:40 to play. Gambasini, good toss, and gets it to Hart where it's kicked out of bounds once again. Another throw-in coming for Gambasini. Gambasini gets the corner now after the throw-in. Capital has kind of taken the air out of the ball, so to say, and slowed down the pace, and they methodically work it down for a corner kick. And here it is from Gambasini. Into a crowded area, it bounces a few times. Estes gets the first touch, and they're going to do another corner from this end. So Gambasini switches sides, has to make the full length run up and down the sideline here. So give her a second to get in position here for the corner. And again, a cluster of Capital players now charging the net. Headered once. That ball is loose. Foul called against Capital. So, once again, Mount Union, bend, don't break, stand tall, and they keep the ball out of the net. Purple Raiders now have 31 minutes to work with. The strategy will work, obviously, but you need to keep in mind that there's only 31 minutes left in this game now. Plenty of time to get one. Absolutely, but time is going to keep counting down here, and you've got to generate something. English keeps it away from Decker. Decker is the one that they need to spark something from this offense. We haven't seen much on the other side for Mount Union in this one. Now being outshot 17-2, but still find themselves down by just one. Throw in coming on the far side. Gambasini has been very busy in this one. Cap trying to work it up the far side of the field. Bomb down towards Decker, headed away, and controlled by White. So there you see Mount Union trying that strategy of just trying to force one down the field towards their main offensive weapon, Decker. Capital has been very good in terms of just keeping their composure defensively and, again, not making mistakes. Mount Union is just waiting for one mistake to pounce on it. And if it doesn't come, they're probably not going to score. But if things continue the way they have in this game. Headed away once again by English, who's kind of glued to that right hash, not letting anything by her, no matter if it's Pepper or Decker or anyone else. She has been so solid defensively. Here's an errant pass. Decker takes it away, puts one out in front of Pepper. Here's a chance for Mount Union, and leaving the net is White. Just that little tiny window opened. Mount Union able to do something with it. They don't get any shots off of it, but at least get some oohs and ahs from the crowd. And once again, with the throw-ins now on the far end of the field, Capital slowing play down, and a bunch of subs getting ready to come on. Rotolo's in that group. Moore, Lungano, Breletic, Shuttler. A team of 5, basically exactly half of the field players, not counting the goalie, will be replaced here by Capital, basically doing a line change. So Barlich is off. Moore replaces her. Longano comes in for Gambasini. Leonetti and Durbin off. Longano getting right in on the action. We'll reset the alignment here in just a minute as we move through the 26:45 mark to play. Your defense is still English and Moore in the middle. On the outside wings, it's Ryan and Lungano. In the midfield, Vigiano and Shuttler in the defensive side. Rotolo on the offensive side. And a foul called against Capital. Breletic, Hart, and Snyder the 3 strikers for Cap. White will execute the goal kick here, but first a substitution from Alana Petracki. She comes in replacing, I believe that's number 19, Kayla Turl. It is. So Petracki gets her first minutes. Rapp moving it, Rapp getting a battle with Ryan there. Ryan comes away with it for Capital. She moves it upfield. And now kicked out of bounds by the Capital defense. That ball is a live ball right now. Decker takes advantage. Capital caught sleeping a little bit, and then a missed kick there. Capital kind of looked like they were in slow motion there for a second. And Decker was free for the slightest bit, and then she barely tapped it out of bounds. Didn't get anything behind it, and I don't think she was actually trying to shoot or anything there, just kind of lost control of her footing. Purple Raiders keeping pressure on this end of the field. Another ball that is pitched down towards the goalkeeper. White played it down to her defense, and now Shuttler will play it up towards Berletic. Sent away from her by Cassidy Miller. English will clear it out of bounds. Thrown in, and that's going to go all the way through the end zone. So a goal kick once again. But again, at least Mount Union is getting some action now in front of the Capital net. Lauren White has had to participate and play a little bit here over the last 10 minutes or so. And Mount Union still trying to find a mistake in this Capital alignment, and 5 new players out there for Capital. Not that they're not capable or rotational players for them normally, but it is a new group, and Mount Union is just trying to find some crack in this Capital defense, and once again, they're not able to find anything there. Lauren White once again to boot it away, and it's in the direction of Rotolo. It bounces to Rotolo. Excellent job of controlling that. Now Vigiano feeding one out in front, trying to get it to Berletic. It's kicked out of bounds. Throw-in coming for Cap. Vigiano had some options there. Did what she could to try to feed that one out in front of Berletic in a good defensive play to get it to the sideline. Thrown into the box. Hart trying to spin back towards the goal, out in front of Decker. Here's the chance for Mount Union. On the counter, it's Decker. With 9 goals this season, she mishandles it again. Capital catches a break as Decker, one of the most potent scorers in the conference, unable to handle the pseudo breakaway, and a good job by English on the back pressure to clear it away once it was mishandled. That is one that Decker's going to want back. Andrea Decker. Big opportunity wasted there for Mount Union. That is their strategy. They want that play to happen, and they worked almost 70 minutes for that situation, and then it just got squeaked away, just like that. Sub coming on for Mount Union. Meanwhile, Decker's going to come off here. She shakes her head. Upset with herself for that situation. Mary Double replaces her. Decker gets her first breather here of the match. And they'll need her. They want to come back in this probably. She is frustrated. She makes her way down to the end of the bench. So with Decker out, the situation now turns to Pepper. The attention, that is, from the defense. And she has 6 goals this season. Still one of the better scorers in the conference as well. Snyder trying to get free up top. Kicked away from her. Bounces down in front of the Mount Union attack. Now Vigiano and Rotolo trying to work it through. Snyder has to come back from the attacking position. Leaves it for Lungano on the outside. Lungano, nice pass forward. Hart shuffles her way forward. Ryan to follow up. And Cassidy plays it back. Ryan looking inside. There's the pass. Berletic, give and go. Berletic on the outside. Berletic gets taken down. That's going to be a booking, I believe, as the clock is being stopped. Maybe just a talking to. We'll see if a card is presented from the official, and it is. It's a yellow one. So it's a yellow against Mount Union. So it'll be a free kick now for Capital. Looking for that one goal of cushion as we enter under 20 minutes. 19:58 left in this half, to be exact, left in the game. So we are in half number 2. Capital trying to join 2 others in the conference, atop the conference at 5-0 with 15 points. Mount Union is in that 4th place spot right now at 3-1. Trying to get into that group in the top 4 and hold their position with a chance to threaten for the title. Field goal is good on the kick from the free kick. 2 subs coming on. It's Ogden and Stanishevska who will likely come on up front. Hart, who just took that free kick, comes out, as well as Snyder. So it'll be Berletic, Ogden, and Stanishevska on the offensive attack. 19:33 and counting. Thrown in, or kicked into play, I should say, by Oldfield. And now Capital controls. Rotolo gives it away. And taking it right back is Ryan. Back to Rotolo. Rotolo and Vigiano run into each other. Nice communication to get it back to Shuttler. Lungano now has it. Lungano. Good find to Rotolo. Good touch forward. Here's a chance for Cap in the box. A takedown. No foul called. No whistle. We play on. Berletic had the attempt there for Capital. She goes to the turf. No call. And we play on. 18:40 to play. Real chance there for Cap to put this one away. And still have to kind of breathe gently as we continue to progress through the final 18 and a half minutes. Throw in on the near sideline. This game far from safe for Capital right now, but they have dominated play to say the least. Another chance on a through ball. Not too threatening. Shots still 19-2 in favor of Capital. No shots taken by Mount Union in the second half, yet they've had 2 or 3 scoring opportunities, I'd say. Nice move from Vigiano with the fake right, moving left. Puts it out in front of Berletic. Aaliyah has it. Inside move. Aaliyah sets up, takes the kick. Bounces towards the goal, and Oldfield snags it on a hop. Berletic turned down. 17:27 to play, punt the other way. Another swing across the box here. Staniszewska not going to win that foot race. Goal kick coming as the sideline or end zone becomes another defender there, and Mount Union lets it run out. Decker's right back in, so she sat all of 5 minutes, I think that was. Get the exact time of when she came out. She came out in the 69th minute, 68-41, and here we are, less than 5 minutes. She comes right back into the game. On the outside, it's Pepper with it. They have absolutely no numbers, and they are able to get a corner kick out of that situation. That's a win if you're Mount Union there. Once again, they had no numbers. And a nicely done job to win a corner kick. They need just one to tie. We are under 16 minutes to play. Each minute becomes more and more tense from here on out. And the corner sent in into a crowd. The ball bounces loose towards the net. It's still loose. 2 defensive saves by defensive players as White was out of position. And Capital somehow survives that situation. Quick throw in. And now getting it out of the box. A shot towards the net, and White comes down with it. Wow. That ball was loose off the corner twice. 2 players make plays to knock the ball away. Shuttler, I believe, had the last of the 2 with the block. And incredibly fortunate to get away with that situation without a goal scoring. Wow. So White gets some help from her defense. And now Capital trying to get a counter going. Staniszewska again in a foot race. She might win this time. She does. And Kaylee plays it towards the middle now. Still in possession. Pass was behind the target. Came right back to her. Feeds Berletic. Takes the shot and scores! What a change in momentum in just 2 minutes here. Mount Union almost ties it up. 2 great defensive plays. And then not even a minute later, Staniszewska feeds Berletic. And the junior puts Capital up 2-0, and it feels like a safe lead now. Huge goal for the Comets. Berletic with her first of the season. She becomes the 7th Comet to score this season. And the offense responds after Shuttler and others defensively make a big stop on that corner situation. And now Capital continuing the pressure will have another situation to score on the corner. We just saw a very nerve-wracking corner on the other side. Substitution for Capital, meanwhile. Lexi Snyder's checking back in. She's going to replace Cassidy Ryan and play more of a defensive role. We've seen her all over the field. A sophomore from Canal Winchester. Oldfield smothers it for Mount Union. Big leg by Oldfield, and Pepper actually wins it out of bounds. Pepper came away with it. A late whistle calls it out of play on the sideline. Gambasini raised her hand looking for that call and then got it. It was kind of bizarre. Don't know why we didn't just get the call to begin with. Thrown in. Cap controlling in the midfield, Rotolo. Vigiano. Up the sideline, Stanishevska. Missed her target. Vigiano's there. Gets it to Kaylee again, and off of the foot of Kaylee out of bounds. 12.5 minutes to play. Bocheri checking back in. She replaces Sarah Thomas. Up the far end of the field go the Comet attack once again. Imbasini to Stanishevska. That ball is still live in the box. Kaylee battling through a double team, taken away finally. And bounced back to the Capital defense, but Pepper comes away with it. And she tries to feed Decker here. Decker gets a touch on it, a foot race. Decker's quick. She gets to the ball first, moves inside. Decker unable to get a shot off. She still has it, no numbers, with the drop. Pitch towards the goal, and it's pooched just wide. Wow, Decker is fast. You saw her just kind of explode through there. And she got the first touch on it and then kind of ran it down. Somehow getting through that foot race with English. And was able to get a pass back. It wasn't a quality look or anything like that afterwards, but it was at least a opportunity for Mount Union, and Turley shot it wide. 10:45 to play. Capital with that huge goal from Berletic now have a 2-goal cushion, and they look to be on their way to 5-0, joining Otterbein and Ohio Northern at 5-0 across the conference. Mount Union would still be the 4th place team if they finish with the result we have here. But they would find themselves pretty much with a very a tall hill to climb with 3 teams at 5-0. They're at 3-2, only 4 games left. Probably no way they'd win the conference with that, but or even win battling for seeding, maybe get up to a 3 spot, but I don't think they would be in a position for the bye. It's probably going to come down to Otterbein, Ohio Northern, and Cap. Both still on the schedule, obviously, for Capital. Otterbein's the last game of the year. That one's going to be on the road, too. But Snyder just brings it up the field from her defensive position, and then the shot goes wide off of the hands of Oldfield. Defensive miscue there for Mount Union as Snyder just walked through the defense, takes the shot, and the save was made. Turns into a goal kick or corner kick situation now, in the corner taken by Gambasini. She sends it in. Off the foot of a Comet, I believe. Mount Union saves it from going out anyway, so it might have hit a Purple Raider down there. Snyder keeps it in play. Berletic up the left sideline, out of bounds. Throw-in coming for Cap. Oh, is this Mount Union? Mount Union throwing. My mistake. So the Purple Raiders will set up now. Ball goes out of bounds again. Now this time it's a throw-in for Cap. Durbin checks back in. She replaces Vigiano. Thrown in by Cap. 8:20 to play as time and time continues to tick off the clock here. Running out of opportunities. And Mount Union hasn't even gotten the possession. Here they do. Right on cue, of course. And Pepper trying to call for it at midfield. They're trying to get it out towards her. They don't. Longano and Stanishevska working up the far sideline. And Kaylee throws it in now. Quickly to feed it to Ogden. Ogden drops it back. Longano, Durbin. And Durbin's kick is blocked. Shuttler's there. Rotolo with the kick. And it's going to one-hop its way to the goalkeeper, Oldfield, who makes the save. Oldfield now will punt it upfield. Big kick. And off of the head of Cassidy Miller. Drop back to midfield. Miller unable to get it going upfield. So they'll try the near side, and is that Berletic there playing some defense. Mount Union trying to get something going here. Eubanks trying the left side of the field again. We go back and forth. And there was a collision at midfield. They're going to stop the clock at 6:43. And there's an injured Comet down at midfield. And I believe that's Rotolo, but I want to speak more surely of that. And it's one of the captains for Capital. As you can see the pink sleeve on the sock. And that is indeed Olivia Rotolo. And Rotolo limping her way towards the trainers and trying to explain what happened there. She appears to be okay, and we'll see who Capital sends out there for her. And imagine Vigiano just comes right back in. It is actually Barlage who will come on, and that makes sense. Get her in there defensively, even if she's playing in the midfield. So Barlage will play a defensive midfield role, a role she's played here over her time. And it makes sense to get her out there, experienced veteran in this situation. 6:43 to play. They don't go for the big bomb on the free kick. It's played down to the near sideline. Sent into the box. It's loose. And Decker unable to get a foot on it. And a throw-in coming for the Purple Raiders. Swung across the field. Shot got blocked. Decker trying to get there, but White will get there first. And we're under 6 minutes now by the time it's played back in by White. 6:03 exactly as she punts it. And it hits a Capital head of Barlage at 5:56 left to go. Time ticking away. The Purple Raiders trying to keep that pressure up. Gambasini is going to have a throw-in for Capital. Gambasini will drop it down to the defense. English. Rolled up the far side there. And once again, English is there. Shuttler goes wide. Berletic. Nice touch by Barlage, who's playing a little bit more of an offensively midfield role here. And it's going to be kicked down now and out of play by English once again. English and Moore still anchoring the back line of that defense in the middle. Throw in coming. Eubanks throws it right at Snyder, who clears it away. Ogden trying to run it down. Longano. Barlage back to Longano, back to Kaylee. Now Barlage has it again. Barlage looking to her right. Has some room up top if she can get it out there. Kicked out of bounds. Good defensive pressure, forcing a bad pass. Long kick downfield now by Mount Union. Nothing doing. Shuttler battling with Eubanks. Eubanks Turning the corner, Shuttler kicks it out of bounds. Tick, 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 tick as the clock continues to run down under 4 minutes. And it'll actually be a throw-in for Capital as Shuttler kicked it off of Eubanks. Barlage trying to control that with the bottom of her foot. It went out of bounds. Now Decker splits 2 defenders. Decker winds up for a cross, kicked out of bounds, corner kick for Mount Union. Three and a half minutes to play. Clock continuing to run down here, but a chance at least now on the other side. That goes all the way through. Mount Union controls. They'll swing one back across. Durbin coming all the way back to make the play. And now turning and going is the offense for Capital. 3 minutes to play, 2 goals to score. And a tall, tough task for the Purple Raiders as Capital dominated this game from start to finish. With a 1-goal lead, Decker had an opportunity, mishandled it, and Berletic scored less than a minute later. And that put the exclamation point on this one. Corner kick for Capital. They're out shooting their opponent 25-5 today. Another 20-shot performance for them in OAC play. The offense has definitely come to life. Avery Hart will be coming on for the final 2:25. Corner kick by Gambasini. Off the foot of Stanishevska. A header, a second one towards the net. It's loose out in front. Played back to Stanishevska. Sends it across the box. No one's home. Now a big bomb from outside. That was Francesca Longano with the rocket that goes over the net. Hart will replace someone here. Ogden. .158 to play. Capital looks like they're going to be moving on to 5-0. The question more so is, will there be another shutout in net for Lauren White? Cap trying to add one more on for good looks. Kicked out wide. Cross in. And they call offsides very, very late there up at the far end of the field. Took an eternity to get a whistle. Play had continued on quite a bit before we actually saw the whistle blow there. .115 to play. Capital still turning on the pressure offensively here. Berletic for a brace. That's a little high. That was actually also Avery Hart, who also was looking for a brace. That second goal. Miskicked here, and now Hart shoots one wide again. 47 seconds left, takes that shot. Under 30 seconds now. Capital will probably play a possession game here and just keep it away. They go up wide to Longano with 20 seconds left. Longano with an inside move. 15 seconds left. Mount Union with a clear. Durbin to Longano. Longano turns away from the net. Durbin sends it forward. And Capital's going to win this game by a final count of 2-0. They dominate the game in possession. They dominate the game in shots. And they win it 2-0 on the scoreboard. So the Comets stay unbeaten in OAC play, 5-0, to move into a 3-way tie for first place with 4 games left in the regular season. We'll have another game here on Wednesday at 7 p.m. We hope you'll join us here at Burnlor. A final score from Bernlor tonight, Capital 2, Mount Union 0. We'll catch you next time. As always, stay up to date for the latest with Capital Athletics on the website athletics.capital.edu. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining us.